Hi guys, so today we're in the Aerosoft Airbus A320, currently parked at Birmingham on stand 57. It's going to be a just quick flight from Birmingham to Paris. I've never flown an Airbus before. I think I've only ever been on holiday in one, probably twice. So I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing with this. All I've got is essentially the QRH in front of me with the checklist and whatnot. And I've had about a 30-second look around the cockpit to work out what everything does. All our low sheets and everything are sorted. We've got 147 passengers today, and we also have around 5.5 ton of cargo. So let's begin. We're on the flight deck now. It's cold and dark. Obviously, I'm going to be doing both PF and PM jobs today. So let's jump straight into it. So the first thing is engine masters. Now I know they're down here. So engine masters 1 and 2 should be off, which they are. And engine mode selector to normal. Lovely. Weather radar off. Off. It's off, or is that? That's off. Landing gear lever. That should be down. And it's down. Wiper selectors, they're going to be up here somewhere. Wipers are both off. Battery should be on auto now. So let's turn the batteries on. External power is available, so we can turn that on. Next is the APU fire test. So let's check that. That's all working as it should. So now we can start the APU. So let's have a look through this. Master pump on. Sorry, master pump on by master switch on and start. And we're just waiting for that to kick in. Whilst we're waiting for the APU to start, go into the MCDU. So we want to start with the ATSU, and we want to just initialize this. Lovely. I'm not going to be using ACARs today, so that's all I'm going to do with that pretty much. And that's basically it for the setup. We're just waiting for the APU to begin so we can carry on with the rest of it. There we go. So the APU started, and that's now available. I'm going to leave the external power on, just to reduce the load on the APU. As far as I'm aware, in real life, you'd give this about 3 minutes, but rather than wait 3 minutes, I'm just going to turn the APU bleed on now. We'll go from there. So next is the ECAM check. So the ECAM check, we need to press the recall button for 3 seconds. So really it would help if all this was turned on first. So the ECAM on. Lovely. Recall. Nothing I can see has come up there, so if we've got any issues with the aircraft, that's all good to go. Now we normally check the tech log, check out for any MELs. I'm happy to accept the aircraft and take it as it is. Next, airfield data. So you can grab the ATIS first of all. So we've got 214 at 9. Few at 5,500, it's 15 degrees, dew point 5, QNH 1013, runway 15. Lovely. Preliminary loading, MEL items. Compute takeoff data and cross-check takeoff data. Got takeoff data in front of me on one of these sheets of paper here, and go out into the walk around. Meanwhile, the PM is going to be inside. He's going to check ECAM oxygen pressure, hydraulics quantity, and engine oil. So let's go with pressure, I'm guessing, first. No? Oxygen. Where am I going to find oxygen in this? Ah, right in front of me all along. Okay, so that's green. I'm assuming green's good. Makes most sense, I imagine. Hydraulic quantity. I'm assuming that's down here. All looks within green, so that's okay. Engine oil quantity. Makes sense to be an engine. Oil quantity. That all looks fine to me. Looks where it should be. Next, flaps. Need to check the position of the flaps. They should be up and up, which they are. Where have I seen flaps? Up there, up. Speed brake should be retracted, which it is. Parking brake lever can go on. Accu brake pressure. Oh, no, that's done something else entirely. Is in the green, and brake pressure is really high. I assume that's because we've got the parking brake on. So the emergency equipment, which you can do. Rain repellent, I don't even know where to begin to check that. Can't use it on this anyway, so I'm not too worried, to be honest with that. CB panel are behind us. Are they behind us, or are they? Where are they on an Airbus? They are behind us. They all look into me. Gear pins and covers and exterior walk around. Lovely. So we can do the well. So we normally do the walk around. So there you go. Nothing's hanging off of it. That's the important thing. Right. Let's begin with the cockpit preparation then. So first things first, all white lights extinguish. Done. Recorder gang control, push on. On. CVR test, push. I'm assuming that would normally do something, probably just something that's not modelled. I'm hoping. The captain impairs, captain switch should be to captain. Where the fuck is that? There it is. Okay, so ADAs needs to go to nav. They've all gone to nav. Exterior lights, we can set those now. Let's put that down here. We'll have strobe on auto. Don't need the beacon on, don't need the wing on. We'll have nav on 1. And that can all stay where it is. Signs. I've already loaded it with fuel, so the seat belts can go on. Window heat. Should that be on? Should be on auto. That looks like it's on auto to me. Landing elevation should be set to auto. I like that, but we don't have to set that manually. Do not have that on a Boeing. Pack flow, as required. Now I've seen that. I think if we're less than so many passengers, I'm going to leave it on normal. I think it's below 140 and we've got 147. We'll have that on normal. Sorry if that's completely incorrect. Elec panel just says check. That's checked to me. Looks right. External power should be on. Fault lights on the gens, that's normal because the engines aren't running. Battery check. There's voltage. Around 28, I'm guessing 28 is where it's supposed to be. Engine fire check, I can do this one. Engine 1. Engine 2. Lovely. Audio switch to normal. Ah, audio switch. Normal. There it is. Check the vents. Oh, they look like vents. They're checked. But I've lost where I was now. PA for the third occupant. Check the reception, okay. And maintenance panel. Check. I don't see any lights are there, and again, I can't click on anything, so it's not modelled anyway. CTR instrument panel. I've got to check the ISIS. It's an unfortunate name, I suppose. I don't know what it means. The fuck is an ISIS? I mean, it makes sense that all these have to turn on, I'm guessing. Oh, this camera's slow. Right, there we go, they're all on. I'm going to call that the ISIS. Check the clock. Time's right. We don't need that running. Anti-skid and nose wheel steering on. On. Down to the pedestal. Nope, use that one. So we have. What's going to be the best one? ACP, switching panel. Let's turn those on. Switching panel. Be normal, thrust levers to idle. Idle. Engine master's off, engine mode set to normal, parking brake is on, gravity gear extension church stove. Again, some of that's not in this. And ATC to standby, that's on standby. RMP set. What the fuck is RMP? Message record on the MCU to erase. I have no idea what any of this means. Nav charts and FMS repair. Right, let's just get on with the FMS. So we have got active 10th of October, 7th November 19. That is out of date. Mainly because I haven't paid to update it, so we'll leave it there. It's near enough in date, I suppose. So it makes sense. Initialise, I'm supposed to guess this is the first one. So we're going from Birmingham to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Flight number is going to be 001. Again, I don't know what the call sign is. I'm going to be cost index. Just go straight to 99 for that. I'll tell you what, we'll go sensible. We'll go 50. And cruising at 350. Everything's set to ISA, temperature and pressure-wise, so leave that where it is. IRS initialisation. So we should align that as well, really. All looks like it matches the GPS. Winds, can I request the winds? No, I can't. Okay, so, the wind on the ground, pull up, so what was it? 214 at 9. That's at 0 feet. And at 350, it's 270 at 25. That's, again, standard P3D winds. 350, that's for the climb anyway. So to me, that kind of looks right. So it's the flight plan next. So we're going from Birmingham, departing runway 15. Cowley's our first point, so I'm going to say the Cowley 2 Yankee. And then the routing from Cowley is the Upper Lima 612. Where do I put that? Ah, there. Airways, Upper Lima 612 to Whiskey Oscar Delta. Upper Mike 605. To Bivax. And then we are doing the start into Paris. So the wind in Paris on the ground at the moment 020 at 7. So arrival to Birmingham, I don't want Birmingham. So we've got the charts for Paris. Coming from northwestish. Bivax 8 whiskey maybe. So I'm going to be 8 whiskey or the 8 echo. The 8 whiskey is for jets. So okay, we'll tune the Bivax 8 whiskey. Oh my god. ILS. What did I say the wind was? 020 at 7. What do you reckon they're going to give us? 09 or 08? I'm going to request 08. It's the longest. I've never landed this thing. Probably could do it as much runway as physically possible. So we've got a choice of, what was it, the 8 Delta, the 8 Echo, the 8 Papa. I'm going to go for the 8 Whiskey. The, oh my god, what transition are we going to be? RNAV transitions for 089. Holy shit, how the fuck do you have this out? I've never flown into Paris. Probably should have picked an easier airport to go into, to be honest. What point does that finish at? Should we have a look? Finishes at Mopar. So the Mopar 5 Echo. I'm going to assume. And then ILS even. 08 left. We'll put that in. I'm sure it'll probably work. Oh, this is difficult. Oh. How do I move that up to there? Can I just delete it? Nope. We'll work out on the way. That's all we can do is work out on the way, to be honest. Can I do? How on earth do I clear this? I just want to move. I don't see Boeing is easy. I just click that and move it up. What did we say it was? The Mopar... I can't even remember what I said now. The Mopar 5 Echo. I don't even see that. Oh, there it is. Fair enough, but we're going to do what ATC tells us. So, it is what it is. Performance then. 0 fuel weights. Block fuel in there. There we go, yeah, that should do it all automatically. I think that's alright. I don't think there's anything else I've got to do. Direct to pre-flight stuff. Suppose we should make sure GPS is selected. In here, I suppose we could put Cowley, maybe. Can we put Cowley in here? So it's not really. Just put Birmingham in. We'll put Birmingham in case we have to come back. Oh, 110.1, there it is. That's just in there in case we have to, for some reason, we end up with an engine failure and have to come back. We can put the Birmingham NDB in there as well. 1 and 2. I suppose that's it really. It's all in there. I mean, we're still going to find out if anything's wrong with it. And we try to take off and, oh shit, too many buttons when nothing happens. Okay, so we've done the FMS. Next is the glare shield. So, barometric reference set 1013, flight directors on. LS, ILS if required. I'll stick it on in case we do come back, so it's in there nice. OAN's database. What is an OAN's database? I mean, I know nothing about this aircraft. Yeah, there we go. ND modem range is required. Let's leave it in ARC and 10 for now. VOR ADF selectors. I'm thinking. Let's go VOR on what? 1 ADF on 2. Try that. FCU set. Right, okay, so I'm guessing this is the FCU. I'm expecting 6,000 feet. We'll set 5,900 to remind me. Yeah, don't be a dick. Can I? Oh shit, am I not supposed to press that? Shit. That means it's managed, I think. The dashes. I think that means the plane's doing it itself. I'm going to leave that there and leave it in heading mode. Sure, it will probably work. What's the worst that can happen? Oxygen mass test. That makes sense that it's over here somewhere. Good. There's oxygen in there. PFD ND brightness we've already done. Loudspeaker knob is set. Set some lights. Landing elevation in the ECAM. How do I get that up? I saw that earlier. Where did I see that? I think that was no pressures. 500 feet. I think that's right. Let's pretend that's right. What is Paris? 392. Yeah, sure, it's within 100-ish feet. ECAM status check. Everything's normal. Okay, and perform briefing. Okay, so basically we're going to be taxiing out of stand 57 down to runway 15. I'm not going to take the Bravo intersection. I'm going to go full length. And then following the Cowley 2 Yankee, which I suppose if we were checking it properly, if I can get it back up. Come on, there we go. Cowley 2 Yankee. 147, 2 miles. How do I get that? So minimum 900 feet, 147, 2 miles. Where on earth did it say 2 miles? This is the most confusing thing I've ever done. BBS 02, BBS 04, BBS 06, 210 knots. BBE, no, which one's Cowley? BBE 13, 4,000 feet or above. Let's go 6,000, 17, 6,000, and Cowley 6,000. Okay, that's where we can get a clearance as well.
Clearance
if I actually
Speedbird 4745 with latest request clearance.
Would help if I actually set the frequency.
Clearance delivery Speedbird 4745.
That's really quiet.
Latest request clearance.
Speedbird 4745. Clear to Lima Foxtrot Papa Golf via Charlie Oscar Whiskey Lima 2 Yankee departure route, and then as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 350 within 10 minutes.
Charles de Gaulle via the Cowley 2 Yankee, that's what we expected, and then as filed, runway 15, climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Lovely, so that's 6,000 feet, that's what we wanted. Expect 350 within 10 minutes, I'm going to set it to 1,000 as well, because I'm going to forget. After departure squawk 7213, QNH1013. Where do I put the Scorpion on this? 7213. Lovely, that's in there. I'm just going to close my windows. 1 second. Getting weird looks from the neighbours. So, we've done our takeoff briefing. Cockpit preparation, that's all done. So, next page. Let me just check. Where's my... Okay, so... Final load form we've got, nothing's changed. So, check the fuel on board, which is 5480. Probably enough, probably not. Suppose we should stick a little bit more in there to have the ABU going all this time. We pretend it was there all along. Definitely. Oh, look at that, we've got 5,600 kilos again. Yeah. Takeoff performance data is exactly the same as it was. So now we've got to put that in. Or was I supposed to have already done that? Was I supposed to have already done that? I think I probably was, wasn't I? It's alright, we caught it. This is what checklists are for, to catch things like this. So, where's my speeds? We've got a V1 of 147, a V2 of 147, sorry, VR 147, and a V2 of 150. Transition altitude is just, again, a little Birmingham thing, 6001. That's just from Boeing. I don't know if these FMCs can do the same thing. We'll see. Flaps, it was conf 2, so I'm sure that means flaps 2. Up 0.8, is that normal? And we're going 63 degrees on the flaps. Does this tell me anywhere? 22, 1013. I mean, I'm going to assume it's 0.8 because I haven't actually got, if it's on my load sheet, I haven't actually got a stab trim. I mean, yeah, sure, up 0.8. If we crash, we crash. That is the attitude to have, right? 0.8. So that's all cross-checked. I need to have the takeoff page on my side, and we can have the flight plan page up on the FO side. Seating position set. Right, before start, down to the line. Let's just check, make sure I've done everything else. External power can be disconnected. Probably a good point. Nothing turned off. That's always a good start. And we can also disconnect all the ground equipment. My desk needs to be bigger to do shit like that. So I haven't got to drop an iPad. Right. And again. Right. How do I get this up? Return. Ground services. So external power can be disconnected. Chocks and cones can be removed. Let's make sure the doors are closed. Probably quite an important one. And let's actually look out the window. Let's make sure we can get rid of the jetway as well now. All the doors are closed.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Oh, that's a nice little feature. I like that. Okay, so the before start checklist then to the line. So cockpit preparation is complete. Gear pins and covers are removed. Signs are on and auto. No, they're not. Now they are. Ignore that. ADIRS is set to nav. Fuel quantity, we have 5.6 tons. 5.58, yeah, 5.6. And that's all balanced, probably. Fuel looks fairly balanced to me. Assuming it's got to tell you. And so barrow reference 1013 is set and checked. We're off to a good start. So windows and doors, check closed. Where's the doors page? The one that says door. That's all closed. Window is closed, probably. Exterior lights, so we need to get clearance to push first, don't we? Or not, apparently. Why don't we have that? Oh, what have I done? I've pressed a button. Startup and pushback approved. I have no idea why it's gone quiet, but at least we've got that. We can at least see what it's telling us. So, exterior lights. Been cleared for push. Let's turn the beacon on. Thrust levers are idle. Acupressure, that's this one over here, is in the green. Nose wheel steering, leave that on. I mean, there's a pin, surely. Parking brake is on for now, and before start below the line. So windows and doors are closed in arms, beacons on, mobile phones are off, thrust levers idle, parking brake is set. Lovely, right. How do I begin pushback on this? It was on this one, wasn't it? And we want to go nose right. Don't seem to have any sound from any of the... That could be an issue. If I press the button to mute this...
Report passing 2,500 feet.
Ah! Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because this is ridiculously loud.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
That might have broken it. No? Oh, quietness. Quietness at last.
Locking gear.
Like I said, I have never used this, so I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Okay. Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, so to start then, engine mode selector needs to go to ignition. That's that side. Engine 2 start and out, so start in engine 2, and engine 2 master to on. And then just watch it. Suppose just maybe have this in engine. Where's engine? Engine. Is it doing a thing? Okay, so that's my N2 rising. It's supposed to be all automatic, isn't it? Oh, it is. It did a thing. How do I know when it's done? Ah, when it says avail, and it says avail, that means it's done. So now we can start number 1. So ignition start, starting engine 1. There's that noise everybody knows, the barking dog. Apparently that's something to do with the hydraulics. Like, I think it's moving hydraulic pressure from one system to another or something. I don't really know. Again, I've never really looked into an Airbus. Never
Set
needed
parking
to.
brakes.
Set the parking brakes, that's all the way down here. These engines don't all take a while to start. Avail, lovely. That all looks equal and steady to
Unlocking
me.
gear.
So the after start checklist then, can we get on with that? I'm getting on with that now. So engine mode selected to normal.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Lovely. APU bleed off. Engine anti-ice as required. Wing anti-ice as required, don't need either of them. APU master can go off. Check the ECAM status. Still normal. Nose wheel steering disc memo is not displayed.
Left is clear.
Clear to disconnect,
Right
he's
is clear.
disconnected. Off to start is done. Right, he can disconnect, so he's now disconnected. Oh, the PM, I didn't do the PM's jobs either. So ground spoilers to arm, I know you pull that out. Rudder trim, it should be 0. Flaps, we're going conf 2, so I'm assuming, does that mean flaps 2? Soon find out. Again, if we crash, if we crash, we crash. Trim, up 0.8, up 0.8. Slides should be armed. I'm assuming that's in the doors page. They look armed, they're green. ECAM status checked. And after start checklist. Right, let's do the after start checklist then. So anti-ice is off, ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim is 0.8% set. Rudder trim is 0. That is the after start checklist. Right, let's get clearance to taxi then. It's really quiet, isn't it? I can't hear that at all. But again, every time it gives me Tango, can't do Tango, we're going Victor. Tango is that one over there behind Stam 77. The turning forward's there. Ain't gonna make that. Okay, so when do we do the before takeoff to the line and all that crap? So exterior lights set anyway. So let's go for taxi and runway turn off. Parking brake off, thrust levers are required, brakes check, artillery check, flight controls check. Full forward, full back, full left, full right. Lovely. And we're moving. That's always a good start. Takeoff conditions, so oh, check the brake pressures at 0, that was a PM. It's easy to try and do the PM jobs as well. Bloody difficult. That's at 0 like it should be. Flight controls have been checked. ATC clearance confirmed. God, she's loud. I'm going to turn that down. Sorry, guys. Appreciate pauses every time I do that, but she is fucking loud. Okay, so now we can do, so takeoff conditions haven't changed, so I'm happy with that, so we don't need to do any of that bit. PFD ND check, all looks good to me. Takeoff briefing, no changes. Terrain on ND is done. Camera report received. She's let us know. We've heard her do all a little bit. Final takeoff performance data has been recommuted. Nothing's changed. Don't need to worry about that. So radar. Shit, radar on. Probably should have done this before we started moving, I think. I'll do it in a minute. Let's get on the straight, and I'll basically slow down to nothing. It's not like there's other aircraft around, is there? There we go. Go in a straight line for a bit. So, on, auto, auto brake, max. Is this supposed to be done? I think we're supposed to do this before we taxied, but no one needs to know. Auto brake done. Takeoff config. Oh, hang on a minute. ATC code and mode. I haven't done this, have I? So let's set this to auto on, and that stays where it is. Takeoff config button. Nothing's come up. That's always a good sign. Before takeoff, down to the line. So, flight controls have been checked, flight instruments have been checked, briefing's been confirmed, flaps configuration 2 is set. What's this? FMA and takeoff data. So we've got V1 147, VR 147, V2 150, which has been checked. Transponder is set, ECAM memo, takeoff, no blue. So I think that's it now until we get to the line. I'm going to leave that in status, I think. Makes sense to leave in there. Shows me any issues that come up. I feel really far forward. I don't know if I don't know how to zoom out on this. Oh, it does work. I don't think that worked yesterday when I tried it. So let them know we're ready. Is there a way to adjust the volume on this? No, there's not. Lovely. It's really quiet. I can barely hear that. Right, line up and wait. So let's turn on strobe lights, and we'll leave the landing lights as they are. But we can turn TCAS onto TARA for now. And we'll do the before takeoff checklist once we're lined up and ready to go. There's no one behind us. No one coming into land. Take all the time in the world on the runway. Lovely. So, cleared for takeoff. Lovely. Exterior lights in. Let's get those landing lights on. Nose lights to take off. Summit's happening. The approach path is clear. The traffic sliding table is stowed. EFP transmitting mode done. Takeoff runway. We are on runway 15. Brake temps, chest, line-up clearance we've got. TCAS is to TARA. Approach is done. Cabin crew we've advised. Engine mode is staying in norm. Table is away. Packs 1 and 2, going to leave them as they are. So, below the line then. So, below the line we have cabin secure for takeoff, engine mode set as normal, TCAS is TARA, and the packs are normal. Alright, we're good to go. So we set, I think it was 1.05. About there-ish? See, this is, I don't like gates in me throttles. I want a button. I like a big physical button I can press. So we go to flex, which is there. I hope I put that in flex, we'll soon see. If we come off the end of the runway, yeah, be fun. Oh god, trying to hold centre in a crosswind is not fun. Positive rate. So, just from experience, I didn't set it anywhere, didn't know if I was supposed to. 1400 feet is our thrust reduction altitude. So we set that back to now, that says climb. I'm also going to put the autopilot on because this is not going to go well, is it? So at F speed we go to flaps 1. Oop. And at 0 speed, guessing that, oh, at S speed. At S speed we go to flap 0. There's the S speed, there's flap 0. Continue verticality to Yankee departure, climb to 6,000 feet. Lovely. We've got 6,000 feet set on 1013. I think it's doing a thing. It looks like it's doing right. I mean, I'm saying that the speed restriction here is supposed to be 210 knots. Oh, it's coming back down. I am going to go into VS though. Apparently I'm not. I'm not allowed to go into VS. I was going to put into VS to slow that rate of climb because we are screaming up. But apparently I'm not allowed to do that. Airbus doesn't allow me to do that. I suppose we can get on with the positive climb here. Packs 1, 2 on, flaps up. So now we can disarm the ground spoilers and exterior lights. Turn those off, and the runway turn off lights off as well. So APU bleed is required, APU master, that's off. Engine mode set is normal, TCAS, TARA, anti-ice off. So we've got to do the after takeoff climb checklist down to the line. So landing gear is up, Flaps are retracted. Packs are on. Barra ref, we're leaving in 1013 for now. Until we get cleared. So just sit and enjoy the view for a little bit. Till we get cleared up anyway. I might just check again, make sure he hasn't cleared us whilst I was busy looking at my iPad. I think that button is check again. Like say again. Could be wrong. I don't think it was. Sounds like something's been said. That might have been it. Lovely, so we are just continuing like this. So we've took off at least. That's the important thing to take away from this. Is we are now in the air. Nothing's fallen off. Nothing's shouting at me. Climb to flight level 180. So we set 180 in there. That's staying where it is. How do I make that go? Do I click it? Ah, I click it. Click it makes it go. And we're going to a flight level so we can set altimeters set standard, and that's now standard set both sides and cross checked. So I don't think our next check now, when clear to a flight level, so set the autopilot on, we've done. When clear to a flight level, set standard cross checked, which is done. After takeoff below the line, so barrel reference standard set. Radar just as appropriate. So the next one is at 10,000 feet. What are we at the moment? 8,500. So when we get to 10,000, that's the next one. We've got to turn lights off, belts off. Check for any issues on the ECAM. Clear nav aids. Don't know what that means. Don't know how to do that. I might have to do an auto land. We'll see. We'll see what's easier. Probably won't. I'll probably try and land it. Try not to smash into ground. Well, there's 10,000 feet, so landing lights can go off. Seat belts, it's nice and smooth. Those can go to auto. EFIS option. Check. I've turned it on. I've turned it off. Did I turn it on or off? Why is it on? Auto. Who turned it back on? Weird. Ah! What's that? What's that noise? What's beeping at me? What have I done? What have I broke? What's broken? I mean, nothing obvious. It's still kind of doing what I'm asking it to do. Okay, so that little blue arrow there, that's where I'm going to reach 180, isn't it? I think. Climb to 290. 290. Click it in. Off we go. does seem an overly complicated aircraft to fly. I'm sure once you've got used to it, and I'm sure once you've actually got a type rating on these things, it's not that difficult, but at the moment it's quite difficult. Let's increase this anyway now. So the terrain can go off. If I turn that off, does that turn weather on? So I don't think I need that on now. We're well above 20,000 feet. We're not going to hit much in the UK, are we really? Or in northern France. Let's have a look through whilst we're waiting. Let's have a bit of a browse through the FMS. Let's see what features we've got. Let's go to performance. What's in each phase? Descent. Arrival. Right. Okay. So this. So I know it's going to be 1013. And temperature, it's probably going to be 15 because I don't think it would have changed it. The wind, I think, was about 2008, I want to say. Might as well get it set up now, innit? Landing conf is a conf 3, so flaps 3, I'm guessing. Oh, climb and maintain 350, so that's our cruise. 5. Click the button, off we go. 08 left. Those are our limit speeds, okay. That's the go around. This is all very difficult to understand. So, Topper's descent is in 93 miles. Is that 93 miles from now or 93 miles from when we reach cruise? I'm going to assume from when we reach cruise. Oh no, it's from now. Okay. That's 17:10. What's the current time? 17:05. So we're literally going up, down. When are we actually supposed to reach Topper climb then? Because that could be interesting. Oh, why have we... Oh, it's speeding up. I was like, what the fuck? We slowed down. It's all going a bit nuts at the moment. Oh, we're going to a map number, that's why. I don't want to activate... Okay, we can climb. So to 350, 62 miles. We're only going to have about 20 miles. I should probably start working this out then, shouldn't I? I should probably start planning my approach. Okay, so if I have a look at Paris. So, the Bibax... What did I say we were doing? Can we actually have a look? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that menu. Somewhere in here, I'm pretty sure you go flight plan. We can have a look. So, we're expecting the Bibber 8 Whiskey. ILS 27 left. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. No? Yes. 27 left. Okay, let's update this then. Because we know it's all wrong. So LFPG arrival. 27 left. Nice big runway. It's the 8 Whiskey. Transition is the MOP 5 whiskey. Let's insert that. How do we get from Colive to Mopar? Well, the 8 whiskey takes us to... Oh, this is... It goes from Bibax... Ah, okay. Bibax to Colive. There's... It is Colive. Oh, okay, and then it's a turn. Oh, this is bloody confusing. It's vectors. We get vectored. I'm just going to do that though. That's going to be kind of right. And again, that's vectors. So we can't get rid of that because it's a bit odd. Can we do PG536? Which is PG536? That helps if I looked at the right fucking chart, wouldn't it? I'm looking at the 08 left still. So 27 left. 27 left. The Mobro 5 whiskey goes Mobro. No, it's not. On the Mopar 5 whiskey goes Mopar. Between 110 and 120. 534. Crail 536. And then we get vectored. Vectored around. Okay. This is just fucking confusing, I've got to say. So performance, if we go back to approach, so Barrow, that's going to be our minimums. Our minimums for a Cat 1 is 590 feet, basically. 590 feet. Everything else is in there. The go-around routing is 265 to PG 661. Okay, we're just going to fly it. We're just going to fly it, we're going to see what happens. As long as it's on the runway, I don't see it being too much of an issue. I set auto brakes medium. It's such a long runway we don't need it, but there's a fucking good chance I'm going to miss the runway and just sort of crash it down. We need to set the ILS, which is 110.7. That's going to be in radio now, so 110.7. Course of 265 is already set. I like that. That's quite clever. We will set 111.6, which is part of the go-round. We go via Pontoise? I can't speak French. And we go 317 outbound from that. So we basically fly into the go-round is flying to that. Fly into that and turn around. We can also have Charles de Gaulle in there. It's 11535. Sorry, my doorbell's going. 265 out there. Probably work. And I think that's it. I think that's set up. I hope. Don't really know. ILS mode is turned on. I think that's it. I think that's set up. think it's as easy as that. What thrust modes have we got? Okay, so we're just... The thrust then, we've got... What's that? Climb. And 0. So we just leave it there, I think. Tune WAD 352. No, stop telling me what to do. So where's top of that is very full of information. How do we turn that down? Oh my god. Where is our top of descent? $33 miles. Is there not like a little blue? Oh, it's that white bit there. That makes sense. There's an arrow pointing downwards. So, Hardy. So we're over the channel at the moment. Let's get some nice views of the aircraft, shall we? Let's just go for a spot. No, apparently we won't have that. There she is. So where are we then? Looks like we're over the English Channel. We're getting there. We're getting there. I think I'm ready to go. I think I'm ready to try and land this thing. Helps with the ATC, having the better ATC mod on this, Pro ATCX. I wouldn't want to trust normal flight sim ATC to vector me in, to be honest. I suppose if we actually go through a checklist as well. So the cruise checklist, blah blah blah, everything's checked, needs to be checked. So descent preparation, nav charts we've checked, landing conditions we've checked, landing conditions haven't changed, landing elevations checked, auto brake we've set, approach briefing kind of done, terrain on ND. I suppose we're right. We can see the weather is nice and clear. Let's have the terrain back up. Standby altitude, set destination QNH, which is 1013 anyway. Nav chart's done, landing conditions done, data's done. GPWS landing flap 3. Yeah, sure. Engine anti-ice, wing anti-ice, and descent clearance. Okay, so we're just waiting on the descent clearance then. And then after that, the next one's at 10,000 feet. This is easy. I like the terrain actually. It's got you the different colour for the water. Shows you when you're over water. That's quite a cool little feature. Completely not needed. Completely irrelevant. Oh, this looks like descending. Right, there we go. Descend to flight level 240. So if I set 240 and click, that started the descent. Has that put us in descent mode? It has. Tray tables are away. So descent's initiated. MCDU is in performance descent. That one should be in flight plan. And now we just monitor the descent. And then once we're clear to an altitude, we set QNH. 10,000 feet, we've got to put the lights on, seatbelts on, all that shit. Engine mode selector, I'm going to leave it normal, I think. It's a nice, I've purposely set the weather as quite a nice day. You know, it's first time flying an Airbus, probably shouldn't have it set at, like, you know, hurricane winds coming through, thunderstorms all over the place. Fuck it, throw a sandstorm in there as well over the middle of France. Why not? 2020, I wouldn't be surprised. Anything could fucking happen this year. What is slightly unrealistic about this is we've gone into France and they're doing we've been told what to do, absolutely fine, and they're not on strike. I am very shocked that the French are not on strike. Lockheed Martin, the people who developed this game, if you're watching this, then that's what needs to be put in. The French occasionally need to go on strike. I say occasionally, most weeks. How do I tell if I'm on path or not? In the Boeing, we've got a little icon just on the ND here, a little bar. That tells us if we're too high or too low. How the hell do I see that on this Airbus? I can see the speed, so I'm guessing this is saying it should be between this speed and this speed. That makes sense. Thrust is at idle, which is kind of what we want. Oh, hang on a minute. Is this it here? Is it on the where the ILS? Is that little pink dot there? I'm guessing. So we're on the path at the moment. We're on the path. We're on the speed. Everything's working quite nice. Would be easier if I could hear ATC rather than having to watch out for a green bar, but we'll ignore that bit. Still saying descend to 240, which is what we've got set. Just reading here for the approach information, what we're going to be doing. So, 15 miles from approach touchdown, activate the approach phase, check the managed speed, check the flight path, I can't speak today, check the flight path, check nav accuracy, speed brakes as required, green dot, flaps 1, 2,000 feet AGL, flaps 2, once flaps 2, get the landing gear down, once the landing gear is down, flaps 3, plus auto brake, ground spoilers and exterior lights. Get the ECAM wheel page up, once you get flaps 3, flaps full. Check the speed target. Make sure everything's doing as it should do, stow everything away, get the landing checklist done, monitor flight parameters, and then disconnect and land the fucker. Have I missed another call? Because we've kind of just still sat here. I feel like we should be going down 160, thought that was probably the case. Thought I heard something very quietly. So when do I do the approach checklist? Because again, normally we've got a descent checklist we do before we start descending. Oh, okay, that's 10,000 feet. I suppose I should actually concentrate now, shouldn't I? Manchester Control. I mean, we're over Paris, but sure, Manchester Control. So switch that to VOR because I'm not using the ADF. One 130. Let's bring this in a little bit so we can see what's going on. So we're coming up towards Mopar. Not too far from Mopar. Mopar, it wanted us between 120, 110, max 280 knots. Still got a little while to go. What's that? Sort of 25, 20, 22, 23 miles? Come on, it's taking its time. Well, we've got the 280 knots, that's the important thing. Oh. Since 130 still. Okay. I mean, you've already given us that one. Well, I hope he does give us a bit more soon, because we're only 600 feet off. Let's just check I haven't missed a call. Can we request further descent? Oh, doing it anyway, shit. Maintain present altitude, okay. I'm going to do what he says. Didn't work out too well last time I did what they said, but never mind. Did a flight to Kefalonia and it was keeping us ridiculously high on approach. We're about 3,000 feet high. Yeah, so this is obviously saying that we're quite high still. Come on, mate, hurry up. I want to start descending, like. Don't want to be fucking stuck up here all day. Right, descend to 120. There's not really much point getting a speed brake out for that, to try and help speed up our descent. It's only 1,000 feet. Lovely. That's what we wanted. ILS 27 left. 5 whiskey. That's what we're expecting. We're not too high at the moment, actually. It's not too bad. We have got to go quite a long way and back on ourselves, and if he takes us a bit longer, a bit wider than what we're expecting. But now we're really high again. Okay. This, I mean, it's going to be interesting in it. We'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, I'll stick in heading, do a little bit of an orbit, just to get it down a little bit, you know. Ignore what he says. It's not real. Oh, here we go. 110 again, another 1,000 feet. I can't, you know, I'm not going to be able to catch up with that descent path by descending 1,000 feet at a time. Or apparently I am. It's not the nice CDA approach I wanted, but again, let's get it on the ground. So it should be off to our right. We might not be able to see it from here. Let's jump to a spot view, see if we can see the airport. No. Should be down there somewhere. I mean, it's big enough. Should fucking see it. Well, there's Paris anyway. Oh, there it is. So we're sort of downwind at the moment. It's quite a cool view. I like that one. Right, back to doing some work. See, now here's the issue. Once we get to that 536 point, I've got to hope he puts me on vectors, because there's nothing after that. I also got to hope that he descends me at some point. So again, we're high again now. I assume it'll automatically go into heading mode once we reach that point in a minute, but well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. There we go. 110, descend flight level 90. Okay, so that's getting us down. So let's get on with those 10,000 checks now. It's a little bit early. So we are landing lights on. Well, landing lights set actually. I'm going to leave them off. Turn the runway turn off lights on. Seat belts on. EFIS option. Cluster. Which are on. LS as required, it's on. Radio nav. Select and identified, which it is. Engine mode set to normal and the approach checklist. Okay, so the approach checklist then is when my iPad decides to load, going down to 80. We're still quite high. I might get some speed brakes out just to help us down a little bit there. My iPad's kind of shit the bed a little bit here, and doesn't want to give me the checklist. A little bit annoying, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to find it again. There it is. Get there eventually, come on. So the approach checklist. MDA is set 590. Engine mode is normal. LPC standby disconnected. No idea what that means. The fuck is LPC? Well, we got a master caution as well now. Flight control, speed brake still out. Whoops. I knew that. I knew that was still out. I did that on purpose. Definitely did it on purpose. Sure. So the next one then is at 15 miles from touchdown. We've got to activate the approach mode. Sorry I'm being really quiet, by the way. I'm just trying to concentrate. 225. So 225, 5,000 feet, 1013. 5,000 feet is set, QNH 1013, set and cross-checked. Start descending, please. Please, Mr. Aeroplane. I'm gonna get that speed brake out as well. Yeah, I know it's out. I want it out. I need it out. Look how high we are. I missed what you said as well with the rest of it. Am I cleared for the rest of the approach? Turn right, 225, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1013. Continue own navigation to CI27 Lima. Come on, hurry up, get us down. We're still really, really high, by the way. There we go, so we turned through 255, we're on our own navigation now. On to final. We're still 21 miles away. Or is that at 21 miles? Oh my god, this is just quite difficult to read. Where's my DME for the ILS? Down there, 20.7. So at 15 we activate the approach. But we need to be lower. No, we don't. We're actually fine. Clear for final approach. Lovely. We're actually low. I didn't think we would be. I thought we'd be really fucking high. So my maths is just out the window. You can see I haven't flown like properly for fucking ages. So I'm just going to hold it here. Oh, it's already in approach mode. That's good. So we just leave it as it is until we get to the green dot. The green dot is where we put flaps 1. Still can't quite see the runway. It's there somewhere. I can see the rough outline of the airport. So at the green dot speed, we go flaps 1. Just arming approach. Just so we capture that glide slope. We were cleared, I should point that one out. Check the airspeed, which is there at a minimum of 2,000 feet. So around 2,500 feet then is where we're going to set flaps 2. Oh, there you go, I can see the runway ahead of us. It's not been the smoothest flight, has it? But it's getting there. So, I mean, we've still got 10 miles to go yet. Reduce to final approach speed. Okay, if we're going to reduce to he's asked us to reduce final approach speed. Let's get the flaps 2 out a little bit earlier. So flaps 2 confirmed is in there. We can get the gear down. Once we've got the landing gear, 3 greens. Just waiting, just this little bit here. 3 greens, we go flaps 3. We also confirm the auto brake is medium, arm the ground spoilers, set the exterior lights. Did he clear us to land? As soon as we've got flaps 3, we go flaps full. Okay, just check if we're clear to land. We are clear to land, lovely. Let's get the landing lights on. And the landing checklist. So the landing checklist cabin is secured. Auto throttle is set for speed. Go around altitude is shit. I haven't said it. Oh no, we're running out of time. I've lost it. iPad's still loading. Is 7-0 is set. Oh, I've lost the checklist now. This is not going well, is it? ECAM memo, landing gear down. It's all green. Okay, this is it. Sorry about that. My mic disconnected for a second there. I accidentally pulled it out. Yeah, time to land this now. Okay, I'm gonna go autopilot disconnected. Sorry, I'm being quite quiet. I'm just really concentrating. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck happened there? It took a weird nosedive.
400. 300. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100.
A little bit low.
70.
Oh.
60. 50. 40. 30. Retard. 20. 10. 5.
Well, it's down. It got down. It wasn't the best landing in the world, but it is down. Let's turn off at this taxiway here. Let's get past the line, and then I'm going to come to a stop.
Hundred above.
There you go. Shush. Phew. Well, there you go. That's down. Let's, first of all, let's contact ground. And I need to do, let's find the after landing. So, after landing, so what do we want? Terminal 1, Gate Whiskey 1. I have not. I've accidentally put the wrong bloody thing there now, haven't I? What I've done, I've put the wrong Gate Whiskey 1. Yes, we want to follow me. Follow me's on its way. Right, ground spoilers. Disarm. Exterior lights. I'm going to leave the taxi light off because we've got to follow me. Don't want to blind him. Radar can go off. Projected wind shears off. Engine mode set as norm. Flaps are retracted. TCAS standby. ATC is required. I'm going to leave it on standby. APU, get that started. Follow me's on its way, it's another 30 seconds yet. Anti-ice is required, brake temp checks, after landing checklist. So, after landing then, I haven't got an after landing checklist, so it's done. There's the follow me. Let's go park this fucker. crash into the back of him. This is a big old airport, isn't it? Where the fuck's he going? He's going all over the bloody place there. I think he's pissed. Right, so we're going left here. Oh my god, where the fuck are you taking me, mate? I've lost him now. Come on, speed up. He's getting away from me. Guessing it's this one over here, with all the ground crew. Okay, parking brakes on. Acupressure is checked. Engine masters off. Seatbelts off. Exterior lights can be set. Sides disarm, ground contacts done, parking brake is required. Anti-ice off, APU bleed on. Fuel pump and valves. Centre crossfeed valve off. ATC to standby. I think we've already done that. Iris performance done. Fuel quantity check status checked. Done. So parking checklist. APU bleed is on. Electric pump off. Engines off. Seatbelts off. Exit lights done. Parking brakes on. Mobile phones on. Transponder needs to be 2000 and standby, which it is. Radar's off. Lovely. So let's connect the jetway. Oh, you need to set wheel chocks. Oh my god, there's so much to do. Where were we then? So we need ground services. Why can't I set wheel chocks? Why can't I set wheel chocks? Wheel chocks on. Done. So let's operate the jetways. That's on its way. Start getting these passengers off. Apparently in the jetway now. Lovely, and we can request deboarding. Suppose it would help if I opened the doors as well, wouldn't it, really? So, let's go. Doors open, and cargo can be opened. Let's have a look what's going on. Make sure shit's moving. Cargo hatches are opening. So, oh, actually, I didn't realise we've got stairs. We can open that rear door as well. I don't know where these guys are going. Through the stairs, apparently. So this is what you get on my channel: ultimate realism. Right, let's secure it then. Let's get it all shut down.
Thank you.
If I can find that checklist. I can hear people getting off. It's weird. Okay, so the parking brake is on. IR mode selectors off. Oxygen supply. Oh, I have to do that. Where's oxygen? Crew supply off. Exterior lights all off. Maintenance bus switch as required. APU bleed. Let's turn that on for now. APU bleed off. APU master off. Emergency exit lights. Everybody's off. We'll say everybody's off. External power is required. Battery 1 and 2 off. And the aircraft checklist. So LPCs are both off. Fuel pumps are all off. ADIRS is off. Oxygen's off. APU bleeds off. Emergency exit lights are off. Parking brakes on. No smoking's off. APU and battery are off. Someone just thanked me for a wonderful flight. There we go. I will leave you with that image. 2 baggage trolleys parked inside of each other, making more that's how baggage trolleys are made. They make little baggage trolley babies. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys have any suggestions in the future for any aircraft or any routes you want me to fly, let me know. Send me a message, send me a comment. So say send me a message on Facebook or whatever. It's all linked to the bottom of my Twitch there. And yeah, guess I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.